friends, I've pretty much always, the last 15 years or so, shot a daily or two video for YouTube on top of the radio show. And, you know, I used to be happy when the video got 50,000 views, and I thought 100,000 was great, 200, 300,000. The average video is getting about 1 million views right now. That's a metric of how upset and awake people are, and it's only getting more intense, and we're just one platform in this fight. So as negative as some of this information is, it's overall very positive so that we can have an open discussion about what's happening. A lot of these new agers and folks, they just want to hear a bunch of positive stuff and say, you know, mystical thinking is going to fix things. And I'm not bashing those people, but admitting how much trouble we're in, that's what's going to turn things around and make things better, not just going along with anything. So I don't cover all this to take your hope. I cover it to give you hope, to know the worm is turning. Now, Larry Nichols, battling cancer, just back from the hospital today. I really appreciate him joining us. I'm so busy, I didn't even hardly comb my hair, even though this is a / TV show as well. Other people are like, I don't wear makeup on TV or anything. I like forget to even comb my hair. And it's ridiculous. You're combing it on TV. There's just so much to get to here. We're going to be talking to him in a moment, but I want to talk in the next segment, probably have him up for a full hour later this week. In fact, he is coming on during the 52-hour broadcast that starts tomorrow at 11 a.m., runs through Election Day and the next day, about the occult and the Clintons. He's the first guy I ever heard about the Clintons involved in the occult. Since then, I found an article in the Washington Post, other articles. Bill Clinton wrote a book about it. His early years, admitted he went to a voodoo school in Haiti. They had their honeymoon there. He likes the spirits possessing him. I mean, I showed all this yesterday on that special broadcast. I can't even believe it. And then I'm not saying with all this new WikiLeaks that all this stuff's code words. That's what the NYPD's saying. I don't know if this is innocuous. Most of these people are probably innocent in these thousands of emails with Podesta. But the police are saying, look at this, and the investigation got open because of sex texting and then the Lolita Express, and then Breitbart's got articles, and the FBI's come out saying, yeah, we're looking at Hillary being on the Epstein plane. He got convicted. I mean, this guy was running little kids. So we're going to talk about that in the next segment. This is a short segment. I want to get into his prediction coming true. We already played it in the first hour, but Larry Nichols came on 3 times last week with us, and we put out several reports. He advised me on Saturday, after the FBI report came out last Saturday. I said, one of my insiders said it'll come out next Saturday or next Sunday, that she's totally absolved. This way they could block everybody from looking at WikiLeaks because they know the public's barely paying attention. Then it would be a big win for her to say, see, it was all clean. And Nichols helped train these people. That's why he's dead on, so we'll talk to him in a moment. But before we go any further, here is Comey, who headed up the Benghazi committee, saying your activism is to vote against Hillary.
This is what your viewers have to come to grips with.
Please, go ahead.
Gowdy, excuse me.
No one who sent classified information was prosecuted. No one who received classified information was prosecuted. No one who destroyed federal records was prosecuted. Out of all of this, 5 immunity agreements and a really unusual investigation about national security matters, with hundreds of classified emails, not one single person is going to face a legal consequence.
That means this case is dead in the water, right?
It is dead in the water, other than what I have said in the past. There are multiple groups in our culture who provide oversight. There's the executive branch, there's Congress, there's you and the media. But on November the 8th, the real jury gets to weigh in. And if they think that this Department of Justice has been politicized, they are welcome to replace it with another Department of Justice.
And that's Trey Gowdy. No wonder you couldn't find the clip here. Like, what? Comey? On what Comey's decision. So that's the head of the, House Oversight Committee. So he predicted. He said there will be no indictment with Loretta Lynch. And he described what happened on the plane with Bill Clinton and her. He said that this is all a red herring a week ago. We got attacked for that. So he's been proven correct. Larry Nichols, the former Clinton handler, is here to break it down. So Larry, what does this signify?
Well, first off, it's nothing to be proud of being right. What it signifies, I'll just tell you the rest of it. The plan was to come out, prove that it was all nothing. Then she'll have this big rally talking about, you know, how the mean old Republicans, this was just a Republican plot.
That'll be tomorrow.
Day one. And then the thing that they've all got to do, all major media, have got to turn in and submit to the Clintons, to their campaign, their Wednesday morning headlines about her victory for approval.
So this gives her control of tomorrow, having to have all her campaign on to crow about how they never did anything, even though all the WikiLeaks show them hiding all the crimes, expunging evidence, selling paper play, espionage. All of it is black holed.
All of it. And then the reason they want the headlines on Wednesday to be approved by the campaign is to give them the launching pad they need to, quote-unquote, have the mandate she demands, but more than that, to quell any potential resistance from people claiming foul over voter fraud and to stop Trump from having any recourse. Because
she's already been proven of being wronged, and they've already got the talking point that we talked about 2 weeks ago with other insiders on air and off air, that she was persecuted. She's got to shut down the alt-right, plus the Republicans want to work with her because that's the group that discredited them. That's the narrative.
Yeah, and she's going to do one dang-up job after this election, making sure the Republicans hold their fire from now on. You got to remember, Alex, if you were a Republican, let's say Craig Gowdy or any of them, after this election, Congress could have a hearing. They could have a hearing. They could pursue all of this stuff. But the best Congress could do, and they know it, and she knows it, Alex, the best they can do is recommend a special prosecutor be appointed.
And you just heard Gowdy say it was over. That was a big deal.
Yeah. Now, when that happens, guess where it has to go? It has to go to the Justice Department to proceed. Then, let's just be honest. After the election, Trump complains about voter fraud, even if he has great amounts of proof.
He's got to go to Loretta Lynch.
Where's it got to be filed? Federal court. You know what happens in federal court? I mean, they've got this thing rigged every way but Sunday.
And this is the final Democratic Party takeover. It's why Beck and the Republicans know it. They're just wanting to get final payoffs as we go to one-party state, as WikiLeaks has said. They put 5 more folks on the Supreme Court. They take our guns. They open the borders. America's conquered. End of the story.
End of story. Now, let me say this, Alex. Remember what I've been telling you and your audience about for over a year now, the velvet coup, the silent coup. You're seeing it. This election is the end of it.
This is the end of America, folks.
That's right. This is when Hillary and her minions believe that they have accomplished the task and are ready to set forth with complete and total transformation of our form of government and our way of life. They will pursue it aggressively.
They're coming after the better clingers. They're coming after the veterans. They're coming after, well, you know what that means, Larry. We've tried to fix all this peacefully, and we're not offensive, but I guess they're just making it real clear.
Well, I've actually been privileged to get some information from the people that told me what they were going to do with this FBI thing. These are the same people. They have got...
You told me high-level FBI told you, Larry, tell Alex and everybody, this is exactly, don't take the bait. And Trump, they said, get this to Trump, do not do it.
And he didn't do what he should have. You know, what else we got to do, Alex? You know, we begged. Just don't take the bait. Come out and say that the fix is in, and to tell people to be careful about this. Had he have called it when we came on there and told,
he would have devastated him. He would have devastated him. I tried to... I can't control when I get a call from Trump. I try to get messages, and then, you know, I don't even call. I know he's not perfect. He wasn't battling the Clintons 20 years ago like we were.
That's right. Well, wait until you hear. I know we're coming on break. Wait until you hear what they're doing with gun control.
Oh, I see. God, I wish it was some new country to get out of here, too. God almighty. We'll be right back. I want to see 10 million viewers tune in over the 50-plus hours, and that's where you come in. You are the heart and blood of the InfoWar. If you spread the link to Infowars.com/show and point out that this is the alternative new media, this is the rebellion, then all of you are riding right beside us, not behind us. So spread the word, my Paul Reveres, no matter where you live in the world. To Information Warfare Arms, the globalists are coming, and they will be met on the field.